All right, Louis Porcino, manovermarket.com, and this is Friday, October 24th, and this is the E-mini ES call. We've got a mixed bag this morning. Market trading at 1943.75. We've made a low this morning of 1931.75 and a high of 1947.75, I believe. 47.70, 47 and a quarter. I'm sorry, 47 and a quarter. That's up here. All right, we got our 5 minute pivot down here at 1937.17. It closed yesterday. When we closed, we were in a sell, and we took it out overnight. And basically, the market had moved down here, and now we take it out, and that's where it's been. It's been in a buy ever since. No back and forth action. I'm not going to buck the trend this week. Based on what we saw yesterday. We were looking for two times the IB range yesterday, which was 1958, and we failed up there at, I believe, 1954 and a quarter or 1956 and a quarter. So that was yesterday's high. So, and then we went and took out the 5 minute pivot. Like I said, you got to be careful with, and we had a sell off, but we never materialized much of a sell off, and it kind of closed unchanged, like believe it, 1938 around there. So, I mean, it wasn't unchanged. The market was up on the day. So, I'm not going to buck the trend. It's Friday. There was a lot of positive news for the S&P this week. There was also the recapturing of the down day. I'm not. Like I said, it has to go above 1970 for me to cry uncle. I still think there's going to be some movement to the downside. When I look at the distribution overnight, it's pretty well distributed. We got more time down here with volume here. That's indicative of markets that are getting ready to rally. When you got volume above time, volume above time. And then overnight, so if you saw what we had overnight, we had volume here, time here, and that's why we put this in. And when you take a look at the volume, how this volume, you see these voids in volume when you get these skinny ups. But if you kind of see how this is now filling in these areas, like here, this area is being filled in by this. This area here is getting filled in also. So I am bullish on the day as long as the 5 minute pivot is in place. I'm not looking for much of a day. Every time I say that, it comes back and bites me in the ass. But it's Friday. It's been a big week, and there's really, you got new home sales coming out. Not a big factor. So I think it's going to be a two-sided trade. I will, trade it from the long side. And so let's talk about value. We're inside of value right now, and the bottom of value is 1942 half. We have the point of control at 1945 and a quarter, right here in yellow, and the top of value of 1950. We have our bull bear zone all the way down here at 1928, which is like S2. And I got our 5 minute pivot at 1937. Let's call it 1937 even. 1937 even. So, like I said, I'm not expecting much. I will probably be here most of the day. I'm supposed to leave around 5 o'clock for Macomb, Illinois, as we play Northern Iowa. We play Northern Iowa. So, last week we were winning 27-6 and lost 37-34 to Illinois State, who was undefeated. So we've got to learn to be a better finishing team for you people that are football fans. All right. Anything else? Send questions. I know people have sent stuff about the pivot. If it could be put on any other software besides Inside Edge, Pat and I are going to discuss that. Also, we're going to be starting a weekly radio show in conjunction with AMP Futures. That will just be morning show, and we'll be on Adobe Reader. So we were doing like a morning call and fielding questions on that. I will get that all that information out to you when that is shored up and exactly when the times and dates are going on. All right, so I said I'm bullish as long as we're above the 5 minute pivot. I think it's going to be a two-sided trade, and I think it's going to die out and go slow today. So don't get yourself chopped up. I'll talk to you later. And Louis Porcelino, manovermarket.com. Thank you. Bye.